Hey, today I want to talk about sleep training and the effect that that has on the parent-child relationship, the mother-child relationship, specifically and long-term. Okay, so um, most of you will not sleep train. Most of you that are in my membership don't sleep train. Most of you that follow me don't sleep train, and I am against sleep training. Now, does that mean that if you sleep train, you shouldn't watch this? No, it just means that you know where I'm coming from. So, this is something that everyone can wrap their head around, okay? You may or may not agree, but it is something that makes logical sense. So, when you take something like sleep, something that's a basic need, right? And you treat it like it's a big inconvenience and a huge like problem, the fact that your child needs needs to be touching you or smelling you or feeling you, or seeing you when they wake up in short bouts, or long bouts. If you treat that as like an inconvenience, as in like a problem, that child is going to grow up feeling like an inconvenience and like a problem. I mean, it's like 2 and 2 equals 4. To me, this is how I see it, right? So when you think about a baby, they spend 9 months in the womb where they just are continuously held by the mother, right? They are protected. They are, hopefully, they're comfortable and they are like, they're safe, right? So when they come out of the womb, and then all these things are introduced to them, especially like, if they were born in a hospital, there's all these like new, frightening, loud things going on that stresses them out. It's like natural, right? It's natural for a baby to be in a dark cave, nice and snug and cozy and safe, and then come out into the loud, bright world with lots of people and shouting or beeping or bright lights, and being separated from their mother, their first home, or the only home they've ever known, and then entered into a situation in which they're sleep trained. So what would happen there is like, mom would be tired and she'd be like, I can't do this. I need to, the baby needs to sleep in their own crib because I'm afraid of sleeping with them, that I'll like roll over on them or whatever. And that I need to get a full night's sleep because, it's not healthy for me to be waking up with my baby, or for my baby. And, I shouldn't be the only one having to do all of this. That's another common one. Whatever thought leads people to sleep training is, what's the word I'm looking for here? Is it non sequitur? I'm not sure the particular term I'm looking for. It doesn't matter. Because babies sleeping, the disrupted patterns of sleep they have, the unpredictable patterns of sleep they have, the need for contact and to smell you and to nurse throughout the night, those are all biologically normal. So when people make decisions to sever that connection and actually disrupt and intervene with the process, the natural biological process, the divine process designed by the one creator, shit goes sideways. I mean, naturally, right? Like that doesn't, like you certainly can't control everything, but that which you can control, it's best to follow nature's cues. I mean, somebody said this, it was the most brilliant thing I've heard in a long time, was like, life generally gets easier, or things generally are easier if you don't fight biology. Like, if you stop trying to go against nature, things generally get easier. There's an ebb and flow, there's a rhythm, there's a natural like flow to things, right? Things have a natural course of action. And the natural course of development for a newborn is to need their mother outside of the womb, even during sleep times, which means naps and sleeping. And this is why I, of course, believe that all moms should be afforded the right to stay home to raise her young children, and should be supported financially by the, I almost said sperminator, the fertilizing male. Of course, financially provided for, doesn't have to worry about anything because she is busy, raising her kids, which is over a full-time job. So I just wanted to make note of this, plant a little seed in your head that, like, what I said earlier, like your child, you know, when you disrupt the natural process and you try to sleep train, and that child gets used to waking up and knowing that no one's there, waking up and knowing that even if, gosh, it hurts me, even if he cries, fusses, looks around for you, is scared that you're not going to come because you expect your child to sleep for 8 hours at a time or whatever time frame. You expect them to cry for X amount of minutes before you're going to come in. This goes against basic intuition. And even though our culture has tried so hard to sever that womanly connection to our maternal instincts through education and trying to get us all in the workforce and away from our women's circles, it pops back up because it is in your blood, it's in your body, it's in your gut, it's in your DNA. Like, there's nothing more natural than waking up at the sound of your child crying and putting them at your breast and hushing them back to sleep or rocking them back to sleep. There's nothing more natural. And so we need to stop stigmatizing that. We need to stop treating that like it's a problem. Like, they wake up at night. Yes, it's a whole biological process from, like, I think it's age 0 to 2, the most rapid and crazy unpredictable development happens, right? And then from 0 to 5 is like the time when they're like a little kid, right? And then from 0 to 7 is like, that's their age of innocence, their age of like naivete, like innocent curiosity and stuff. That's when that's that span, right? There is a cycle for everything. And if we only respected God's intelligent design through biology and nature, if we only respected that and we went with it instead of trying so hard to push up against it, we would all be happier and we'd all be healthier. That is my sincerest belief, and I am a living example of that, actually, and of which I am one of many. I don't know what I was trying to say, but I'm one of many that lives this reality. And I will tell you right now that trying to fight the natural, when your kid wakes up and then you have to hush them back to sleep, and then they wake up again and you hush them back to sleep. If you teach them that they can rely on you and depend on you and that they're safe and that you will come, it will happen a lot less. Because they know they're safe. They know that you will tend to them. This is for, small children. And then if you teach them that, they can't rely on you, that no one will ever come, they might be quiet. You might experience more alone time or more solid blocks of sleep. I guarantee you they won't stop waking up altogether, but they will also learn that they cannot rely on you to come comfort them or keep them safe or keep them warm, or come to their side when they need you. In American culture, we have a really bad habit of treating children as if they're little mini adults that are just spoiled and selfish, and as if they're like pets almost. Like, yeah, you teach him to eat from the dinner table, he'll keep doing it. Like, you keep tending to your kid when they're asleep, then they're gonna keep expecting it. I mean, they need you and they're not pets. So we need to quit treating them like that. So I just wanted to share that with you. Please share your perspectives. If you have any feedback or anything, any questions, I just think it's really, really important to be a responsive parent during the day and at night. And that's not saying that it doesn't come without some sacrifice, but it is a complete myth to think that kids should be sleeping the whole entire night through and by themselves. It's just a complete myth. We don't even do that. We don't even sleep the whole night through. We wake up in the night, we might not remember it because we know how to soothe ourselves back to sleep. And a lot of parents that sleep train also have, a partner that they're next to. They can comfort themselves. I mean, adults don't even like sleeping alone. It's so strange to live in a culture that expects kids to do that when adults don't even do that. And I often wonder, as adults, kids that were sleep trained, how that style of parenting affects them far into the future. You know, I'd love to see studies on that, because it's from age 0 to 7, you are very malleable. And those patterns that you learn, relationships you have, affect you for the rest of your life. They become your subconscious beliefs. So keep on being a responsive parent at night. Blessings on blessings on blessings. We are women that strive to be excellent mothers, whether our kids are awake and running around, at school, at an activity, with a different person, under a different person's watch, or at night, right? Sleeping or waking up. So I just wanted to share that with you all, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.